In Zen Buddhism, lying is considered one of the gravest sins. It not only harms others, but also disturbs one's own peace of mind and disrupts the balance of life. This story revolves around the life of a monk who falls into the temptation of lies and sinks into darkness. However, to emerge from that darkness, he must undergo a very difficult journey, teaching us the true punishment of deceit and the power of truth. Watch the video till the end and subscribe to the channel if it is new. Once, in a remote village, there was a Zen temple. The temple's master, a wise teacher named Kogo, taught his disciples to lead their lives with strict discipline and honesty. In that temple was a young monk named Ryo. Ryo was intelligent, but had a tendency to avoid the truth at times. Ryo always wanted to become the head of the temple, but he knew his master would never entrust him with that responsibility until he became completely trustworthy and honest. One day, Master Kogo assigned him an important task: to take a valuable manuscript, centuries old, to another temple. Ryo was excited to receive this task, thinking this was his chance to impress his master. On the way, Ryo came across a field of bright-colored flowers and stopped to rest for a while. He became so enchanted that he lost track of time. As evening fell, Ryo realized he had wasted a lot of time. In his haste to return, he forgot the manuscript on a small dam and hurried back. Upon returning to the temple, Master Kogo asked him, "Did you deliver the manuscript safely?" Ryo lied, "Yes, Master. Everything was done perfectly." That night, Ryo couldn't sleep in peace. The thought of the manuscript haunted him, filling him with fear. He reassured himself that it was a small mistake, and the master would never know. The next morning, Master Kogo smiled gently and said, "Ryo, remember, lying is a trap that will slowly consume you. You were already caught in it." Ryo stared at his master in surprise. "Master, how did you know?" he asked, his voice trembling. Kogo calmly replied, "You already know. The punishment of lying is not immediate, but it gradually disturbs your soul. You are now a victim of that trap." Ryo became restless, realizing that the lie was pulling him deeper into darkness. His heart grew heavy with guilt. Master Kogo gave him a difficult punishment. Ryo was sent to a secluded cave for 7 days, where he had to meditate and reflect on the effects of truth and lies on his mind. Within the first 2 days, Ryo felt how much fear and unrest had arisen inside him because of the lie. It was as if the noose of deception was constantly dragging him down. On the 3rd day, Ryo began questioning himself. Why had I lied so easily? Why couldn't I admit the truth? On the 4th day, deep in meditation, Ryo had a dream. In the dream, he was trapped in a dark cave, with a light approaching him. But to reach the light, he had to confront his own deceit. On the 5th day, Ryo returned to Master Kogo and confessed, "Master, I know I lied. I lost the manuscript, and now I understand that the lie is consuming my soul." Kogo calmly told him, "The consequences of lying are always severe, but when you realize the light of truth, only then can you find liberation." Though Ryo was heartbroken, he vowed never to choose the path of lies again. Following his master's advice, he set out to retrieve the manuscript. After a long journey, Ryo reached the small dam and found the manuscript. However, he noticed that it had been slightly damaged by water. He returned to Master Kogo and said, "Master, I found the manuscript, but it has been damaged. I take full responsibility for it." Kogo smiled gently at him and said, "You made a mistake. but your sense of responsibility towards the truth is what will lead you down the right path. This experience will serve as a valuable lesson in your life. From that day onward, Ryo never lied again. He began to live his life in the light of truth and eventually became a great teacher himself. Lies are a darkness that gradually entraps your soul. Initially, it may seem like a small matter, but over time, it starts causing deep harm to your mind and life. In Zen teachings, it is said that only by walking the path of truth can you find true peace and liberation. The power of truth is undeniable. It enlightens your life and frees you from the trap of deceit.